Okay, right. So here's the thing about spirituality. The only thing that you need to get you going is your awareness. Growing up as a child, I've always been aware of so many things. It came to a point whereby I would actually pay attention to small details. Anything that actually grabbed my attention, I would have such interest to look into it. What's really happening there? And this obviously will teach me something. And that's what you need. If you're a spiritual person or you just started to become one, raise your awareness high and it'll actually make things much more easy. I'll tell you one thing. When at some time at home, we had those days whereby we'd actually have no food, and I was still young. The spirituality there, and it was actually coming so hard and very strong. You know what I did instead? I never told this to my mother. I came to a point whereby, for the first time, I think manifestation worked. I'm telling you. So what had happened, my mother went out to go look for something for us. Those days were bad. Like growing up as a child, I had it all. It came to a point when now everything changed. So one time I remember this very well. I'll never forget it. I told myself that my mother, she's going to come back home with a lot of plastics with food in it. And that's what happened. I'd literally imagine this, feeling it inside that there's this awareness that actually gives me a gateway for me to actually make this happen. And you know what happened? The moment my mother walked in the house, she had so many plastic. She told me a story. This story was all about she bumped into someone and they were genuine enough. They gave her money. And the first thing that actually came to her mind was to buy us food. You get what I'm saying? That's when I realized that my awareness paid off. And it really did pay off. The awareness that I had then, it gave me confidence enough that I can actually imagine anything I want to come into reality. And that happened. It really happened. And I never told my mother this. So over some time, I would actually be a person that I would try this often. Try to imagine using my awareness. Everything I knew that around me is energy which I can be able to use to my own advantage. If I can see a picture, there's food and everything, I would literally imagine myself eating that. Every one of you did that at some time growing up as a child. You literally feel like you're eating something. You're actually manifesting. Now the difference is then your awareness was not strong enough. My awareness was very strong. To the point that actually led me, it actually led me to practice this every single day. Because the first time when my manifestation worked out well, it came to pass, and that made me realize that the more I paid attention to the spiritual self within, it'll actually give me confidence enough that I can make this work. I feel good about myself when I did this. I don't want to lie. It was a little secret. So your gateway to spirituality is having an awareness. If you could actually pay so much attention to almost everything that's happening around you, from ants, any living thing that you can actually be able to see, have a sudden interest, what really happens when that actually things become different in a way that you see an ant going through a hole. This can actually teach you something, And I don't want to lie. There are those times when now you try so hard to pay attention to everything that's actually happening in your life. There's some things which can actually be disturbing. Anything can be physical. You'll actually pay attention to so many things that are happening in this world, in your life, in this reality. And it becomes difficult to realize, why would somebody make another human being go through pain. I mean, like, that's part of an awareness. You want to learn this as a spiritual person so that you can actually try to apply it in a way that can bring utmost balance. That is an awareness. You're not actually being ignorant. I mean, like, you can see things happening in front of you. You can be a family member, anybody for that matter. You're paying attention to see what's really happening. You're reading between the lines, seeing the other party, how they react towards somebody who just actually started it. That's just an awareness. This teaches you something. The more you pay attention and have an awareness in your spiritual self to what is it that's reflecting right in front of you. I mean, like, you can be able to see through it all. You're teaching your spirit to learn, and this will lead to what? A discernment. I'm telling you. Oh, I did it again. So I'm just saying to you, being spiritual is very simple. If you can apply a great sense of an awareness of what's happening around you every single day, every single time, including to what is it that you pay attention to. It might be a television. It teaches you something. There's one time whereby you'll watch a television and you'll start to see hieroglyphics, information that's actually hidden. So many of you don't actually pay attention to that. You're like watching entertainment for like, oh, this is fun. This is only entertainment. No, it's not. It's not entertainment, I'm telling you. At times, if you can raise your consciousness and awareness and pay attention to what's really happening, not in a sense of what is it that you're seeing right there, but there's a pattern in between that's hidden. You need to break those codes to see through it all, what's happening. The moment you do that, it'll actually open you to this experience of this world that you can actually feel and connect with. It doesn't matter if it's all about sadness. See, you can be able to learn something from it. I mean, like, I'm making an example, right? Back at school, there comes a time whereby I literally teach people about spirituality. Now, so many people didn't actually get me, what I was saying. So I thought about this. I was like, okay, let me just try to come up with different ways which now I know that people can be able to listen and hear me out, right? Because there's so many ways. It's no one way all the time. You have to be very smart in how you can actually express information for people to understand you. See, resonating is one of the most important things you want to get when you start to actually connect with the people with the truth they need to better yet transform their lives. So I use the Bible instead, right? It wasn't like simple. I told people, listen, using the Bible as an example, everything that you read, don't just read it for fun. Don't just read it for understanding. Or understanding rather, because when people read the Bible, they read it with understanding. There's a way for you to be able to read it with understanding and understanding so that you can actually connect with everything there is that is information to unlock all the hidden secrets inside and the codes. So I'd literally use the Bible. You're reading this verse. To you, it says this. It is not literal. It is a metaphor. What is a metaphor for? You need to break it down so that you can actually be able to see what's hidden there and unlock all the codes. That's what I did back at school. And this would actually work to the point that so many people didn't actually like it, because now people were paying attention to everything I was actually telling them. See, the difference is I was letting them know how to raise their awareness and see through it all, everything that's hidden there, and don't just read the Bible because you can read the Bible. You can quote the Bible. So there's so many ways, right? I try my best. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried my best though to reflect upon the truth and the reality that actually made people see things differently. See, there's something about the truth. You know, when so much pain happens in your life, usually it's all about the truth that has been spoken, that you heard, that actually taught you something. I mean, like, you have those days that are really sad when somebody says something to you, you don't like it. But that's what it is. It is the truth. See, the awareness that you have at that time is something inside which you can actually be able to feel. That's an awareness. It's a different one. The great thing about this awareness is you felt the truth that it actually hurt. Now, there's a reason for you to feel the pain and go through the hurt so that you can actually be able to overcome it. See, now you're being aware of what's happening inside of your body. Subconsciously though, well, some people don't actually consciously feel the awareness through the pain they go through. I mean, like, think of something that actually really saddened you at some point. They told you the truth. It might happen that some people wronged you in your life. And the reason why they did it is over the fact that they knew your weaknesses and you were weak because of that. So it really did destroy you. If you had an awareness about yourself to the point whereby you can actually be able to see through people how they move all the time, this was going to actually make things much more different for you. I'm being honest. So you have to pay so much attention to everything that you're doing in detail. Have this awareness. I mean, like I tell people every day, meditation is the key. Meditation is the key. Have you watched The Matrix? Pay attention to what's happening there. The moment they put Neo and all of them behind the neural link, they're linking and connecting them to the sacred space within the mind, which is in a meditative state. Hence, that is why they'll be like this. Okay, they're not sleeping, but they'll be like this. Like literally, they're not sleeping, but they'll be like this. They're not sleeping, but they'll be like this. And before you know it, they're zapped into this world. Why? Consciously so, they were aware. Awareness brings you into the reality for you to be able to see things differently. It works for everybody. But if you're missing awareness in your spiritual life, you're never going to get it right, I'm telling you. So starting from today, pay attention to everything that happens around you. It doesn't matter if it's small, it's big, it's huge. See, the smallest things are the ones that are yet going to give you a better awareness to shape your reality. If you miss the small things, it's never going to actually give you what you need, desire for, in order for you to be able to unlock your spiritual powers, right? Let me get this right now. See, the time when I was doing this, I was manifesting. You didn't know that. You missed it. I was teaching you about awareness. You could have actually catched that. The manifestation I was doing is something inward. But as I was cycling this water, I was doing manifestation. Patience and endurance is everything. So keep this in mind. Manifest every day and have a great awareness. Your spirituality will be great. Peace. My name is Ramelchizedek, living conscious. Thank you. Love yourself to the heart. Unconditional love is what I teach. Peace. Are we done? Are we done? Okay? Do it again? I'm not going to do that, man.